Hey, good evening, fam. Good evening. Happy Wednesday to everybody. Happy Wednesday. Listen, so over the weekend, right? I met with one of my favorite clients in the entire world. I met with her and her sister, right? And her sisters, right? So two sisters are a client of mine. The other one, gather information and hopefully, we get her on board, right? But they did say something to me that prompted me to do this video, right? Because one sister, so here's the, a lot of y'all know that, like, I talk about retirement a lot, and I try to help you guys understand that retirement is not about age. Retirement is not about age. Retirement is about money. So, for example, if some of y'all won $5 million today, most, I want to say 80 to 90% will not be going to work tomorrow. You understand? So now that we know that retirement is about money, not more so age, because the government would like to tell you, oh, retirement is age 67, but if you want your full Social Security, then you got to retire, I believe, was 71 or 72 or something like that. In my mind, I'm like, who wants to work for 50 years? That's crazy to me. Like you get out of college at 22, and from 22 till 72, you're working. What? No. So I'm on this mission, this campaign, right, to show people, right, that there is another way. And the only way to that other way involves a lot of discipline, right? So my client was saying, well, only people that make great income, this is the sister was saying, only people that make great income, are the ones who are able to do things like that. And it's not 100% true. There is some discipline involved, which means you may have to forego some things, right? Some things that I know I pick on brunch and all these bags that the women get, the guys that go to bars and pop bottles and get VIP seats, all this crazy stuff like that, right? There's nothing wrong with doing those things, right? What I will always say is, let's consider minimizing the amount of times you do those things and derive your funds into somewhere else that your older self is dependent on. Right now, you're a young individual, full of strength, vigor, like all the energy in the world. But once you start to get up there in your 50s and 60s, that strength is no longer there. So your future self is actually counting on you today, right? So what I did was I ran some numbers, right? And I looked at it. If a person is able to put away $800 a month, right, in a high interest earning product, right? And if you guys have any questions about that, please inbox me. We can go over that. I do this for my clients all day long, right? That person, I use a 35-year-old male. By the time that person is age 65, for example, they'll have close to $800,000. Now, even with that $800,000 at 65, they can withdraw 57 to 60 grand a year all the way to their 90. So listen to me. I'm in homes a lot, and I see bad situations, like a lot of bad situations of people who didn't plan well, people who were partying their life away, people who thought tomorrow will always be there, people who thought that they will always be strong and young forever, and now time caught up with them. I see this every day, and I don't want this to happen to you guys, right? So this is why I'm sharing this with you guys. Like something as simple as minimizing, your spending. I didn't say get rid of it. I say minimize. Okay. Let's say you go out 4 times a week to the club, the bar, whatever. But why don't you minimize it to, I'm sorry, 4 times a month. Sorry about that. Why don't you minimize it to twice a month? Okay. Let's say you go to brunch every Sunday. Why don't you just minimize it to twice a month? Okay, let's say you're at the bar, you know, buying bottles and stuff like that. Why don't you do that once a month? You understand? Like little things. Let me tell you, when I first started this business, right, the young lady who got me into this business, she came to my home, right, and I remember this like it was yesterday. I remember this like it was yesterday. She came to my home. She did some data collection, and we was opening my plan. And she said, Maxwell, based on what I see here, you can easily do $700 to $800 a month. I was like, no. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. And she said, why? I was like, oh, that's gonna take away for things that I want to do, blah blah blah. Okay, being young and immature, right, and wasn't seeing the future, right. And I started off with, I believe, $287 a month. I believe I was 27 years old then. Okay. Now, as I got into the game, understand the business stuff like that, I'm contributing well over $1,000 a month between all the plans that I have. I'm sorry, well over two. Okay, because I also have some brokerage account and stuff like that also, right? But I had to understand that, man, listen, I'm not gonna be young forever. I'm not gonna be young. As a matter of fact, when I started, none of this was great. It was dark as can be when I first started my plan. And then just like this, boom, I woke up one day, boom, gray. Boom. It's like gray all over, right? Right? Now, a lot of it is genetics. My dad, my grandparents, their men were gray. I'm only 46 years old, but it's just showing that how fast time goes. So listen, if you guys are interested, if you want to sit down and see how you don't have to work forever, and if you're, let's say, a 35-year-old individual, you can actually start working by the time you're 55, 57, latest 60, latest. You understand? But it takes just a little bit of take away from here, put it in there. Take away from that, put it in there. Take a little from here and put it in there. Something small. Most of us drop $800 on things every month, easy, without even thinking about it. If you do your budget, if you start counting receipts, you will see that most of us spend over $1,000 a month on necessary things, easy, every single month. Now, if you wake up now and say, oh my God, okay, cool, I'm 40 years old, man, I'm looking at the numbers, I'm not on pace for retiring time soon, let me start making some adjustments. I'm telling you, you would thank yourself later. So again, if you have any question, please message me, inbox me. If you haven't subscribed to my page, please subscribe. If you haven't started following me, please follow me. If you like what I just spoke on today, please like and share with other people that could use the information. Thank you so much. Talk to you soon.